What's up, TikTok? What's up? Come on in here. Tell me where you're joining from. This is 3 receipts in 3 minutes. The WTFU Daily. Let's go. Okay. First one. Well, this is the title today. Joseph Smith was preached versus what was hidden. You ready? Okay. You probably have an idea where we're going with this, right? 3 receipts. Today's receipts are about one man, one institution, and one question. If you had known this from the beginning, would you still have followed? That's the question. Send this out to someone that you think needs to hear this. Receipt number 1, public denial versus private practice. We're talking plural marriage. What members were taught? Joseph Smith preached monogamy publicly and denied practicing plural marriage. But what actually happened, which has been documented, Joseph Smith secretly practiced plural marriage while publicly denying it. He married over 30 women, including women already married to other men and girls as young as 14 years old. These marriages were hidden from the general membership for a time, from his wife as well, Emma Smith. Church history essays later acknowledged these facts, long after generations were taught otherwise. So here's where the critical thinking happens. If a spiritual leader lies publicly about his behavior, what else is he controlling privately? You have to ask yourself these questions. All right? Here's the WTFU insight. Truth hidden to preserve authority is not holiness. It's power protection. Okay, here's receipt number 2. Financial control framed as revelation. The Kirkland Safety Society. What members were taught? Joseph Smith claimed divine guidance in economic matters and urged members to trust him. But what actually happened and was documented, Smith founded the Kirkland Safety Society, a church-run bank. It collapsed within months, destroying members' savings. Smith declared the institution was divinely inspired. When it failed, he blamed others for their lack of faith, not leadership decisions. Lawsuits followed, and Smith fled Kirkland to avoid arrest. Here's your critical thinking for this one. If God guided the institution, why did only the followers pay the price? Here's the WACDA insight. We're protecting women and children here, folks. All right? This is an alliance. Spiritual authority used to override financial accountability is exploitation. Receipt number 3. Silencing critics instead of answering them. That's what they do, okay? People will silence you because they want to cancel you out, right? We've all experienced being canceled. No, I'm not canceling myself out, okay? I'm still showing up. Joseph Smith was prosecuted for righteousness and truth. But what actually happened, that's what members were taught, that Joseph Smith was prosecuted for his righteousness and truth. But what actually happened and was documented, when former insiders exposed his secret marriages, they published a newspaper, the Nauvoo Expositor, something like that. Okay, as mayor, Smith, he was actually a mayor too. Did you guys know that? So he was not only the leader of the church, or founder, he was also the mayor. He's like running the whole show. As mayor, Smith ordered the printing press destroyed because he didn't want it out there. This violated freedom of the press and led directly to his arrest. He was jailed and later killed by the mob. Here's your critical thinking, okay? If the truth threatens your leadership, is the truth the enemy or the leadership? Here's a WTFU insight. Institutions that silence exposure instead of answering it. You have to answer questions. If you're a badass and you want to have an organization or you want to be a leader, you're not going to fear being asked questions if you're, living by what you believe is that your people will appreciate or could follow. You're not going to hide from truth, okay? But when institutions that silence exposure instead of answering it are guided power, it's not faith. Do you honestly think that God is going to want you to be able to speak? Yes, I have 30 wives. Yes, some are 14 years old. Yes, you don't have to tell your wife, okay? She can find out later. You say, okay, this was 3 receipts, not rumors, not this isn't about anti-faith, okay? I'm all about faith. I walk with Yahweh, all right? I used to attend the LDS church, okay? But when you learn new things, you go, you're not who I thought you were. If you're going to lie, just be real, okay? Be real. Just say that up front. Expose it all. Let the ones who feel you join. And if they don't, they don't. All right? Not hidden relationships, not financial deception, and don't silence the truth. Okay? If this was taught openly from the beginning, just like I said, would you still believe Joseph Smith was a true prophet from Yahweh? Yahweh does not require secrecy. He does not require obedience to men who lie. He does not need institutions built on silence. And I refuse, as a woman, as a confident woman with fire, okay, I refuse to subscribe to that bullshit. I refuse to subscribe to allowing other people to think for me. I don't care if my entire family is still going to the church and they all are believers, okay, because they haven't really done their critical thinking. They haven't realized they've been duped, okay? And maybe they understand everything and they're still okay with it. If you understand everything and you're still okay with it, that's awesome. But if you refuse to admit the truth, then something's wrong, because people are bringing it right to your face. People are telling, it's documented. We're not lying, okay? That was a little bit longer than 3 minutes, wasn't it? All right. I refuse to outsource my faith, my discernment, or my conscience, my critical thinking. I think for myself. I hope you do too. That's what this is about. You guys, have an incredible New Year's Eve. Keep it safe. All right. If you're like me, I'm going to probably be doing my Happy New Year with New York, because I get to bed and I wake up and hit the gym again. All right. So anyway, I hope you guys are healthy, strong. I hope you have fire in your soul. You live by truth, and teach your children that too. Love ya. Bye.